Good evening and welcome to Season A, the platform where we speak truth to power. 1 minute, please. Let me just make sure I got this right. I want to make sure when you're coming in, we join this broadcast tonight. This is a special broadcast. It deals with really fundamental issues. It is something we just simply cannot sleep. If you're getting this broadcast, I hope it's working now. For some reason, I've been having issues, but tonight it looks like it might be a night where things are going to be functioning. I certainly hope so. I certainly hope so. Let us just make sure we get everything right first. If you're joining us, of course, you know what to do. Please go ahead and subscribe to Citizen AI on YouTube. We really need that support. Yeah. Good evening, 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 and welcome to Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. I'm going to be doing this discussion in this particular way. I'm going to just leave a song. That song, how long? How long gonna go this so far? So we're going to talk for a little bit. I hope it works. So it's giving me problems. I can see that now again. I can't believe this is happening now. I'm really sad that this is happening. I can't believe this. 1 second, let me just check that. I don't know what's going on. Everything was working fine until I just started talking, and now, listen, join me on YouTube. We're having problems with this now, so you're gonna have to join me on YouTube, please. I don't know what's going on. I can't seem to. I thought everything was stable. Everything was working fine until suddenly it just suddenly stopped working. So you can hear my voice, but there is something going on Facebook, and I don't know what it is. But do me a favor, please, if you can. What I'd like you to do is to join us on YouTube, because Facebook. I'm gonna wait for 5 minutes or so, then I'll bring the Facebook down. I'm gonna bring the Facebook down because it is not working as planned at all. I don't know what has been happening. It's not really doing what I wanted to do. We'll do about 5 minutes before we go ahead. So I'm just checking it. So I hope you can hear me. So it's really, you can see that the screen is jerky. It's not really doing what I wanted to do. But that's fine. It doesn't matter. What we'll do is, please join us on YouTube. The link is on the screen there. Join us on YouTube. It's pinned to the top of the. It's a pinned comment. Just click on that link and join us. So we're gonna leave here now, and we'll go to the Facebook, to the YouTube. Join us on YouTube because Facebook is not allowing us to do this at all. So we're gonna do this on Facebook, on YouTube. Join Citizen AY on YouTube. It's the link there. www.youtube.com /C/Citizen AOI, and then just hit on that, click on that. Something is not, you can see the pictures are not moving. So we're going to end the broadcast now. Before we go, if you can, join us on Citizen AOI on YouTube Live, and we can have this meaningful discussion. It's really important we have this discussion. You're watching Citizen AOI, the platform where we speak truth to power. This is really, really important. If you get this message, please share, and share. Thank you, and bye for now. For those of you on Facebook, there's something wrong. I'm not quite sure why. We're going to continue on this on YouTube. We will continue on YouTube. Please, as I ask you, when you play this back and you're watching it, just go and click on the pinned link for YouTube, and you'll join us there. Please join us. Thank you very much, and bye for now. We'll continue shortly. Thank you. We'll talk at length about this. Thank you. Bye. Bye for now. Okay. Okay. So we are removing the offending. You see, as soon as I start doing the broadcasting on YouTube alone, presto, everything is working fine. So this evening, I'm going to try and share it, of course, on platforms and ask people to join us on there. We're having problems on Facebook. And those of you who are on Facebook, please do share this broadcast. It is a very special broadcast tonight because there are a number of things that are going on that we simply cannot ignore. We cannot ignore it. We cannot just walk away and go, it's fine. Please do share this broadcast. So, and what we will do is we want you to please help us reach as many people as possible because this is a very special broadcast. I don't want us to leave this stone unturned because what is going on now is very, very dangerous. We are in really, choppy waters, and I do not want us to, for 1 second, think that it is okay. It is not at all. It is very concerning. As you can see on the screen, it says, we're going to read the word that you see on the screen. It says treason. The crime of betraying one's country, especially by attempting to kill or overthrow the sovereign or government. As you all know, Tinubu was sworn in just a few days ago. On the 29th of May, Tinubu was sworn in. Now, whether you like it or not, whether you support Tinubu or not, and many of you know my stance, I am for Yoruba Nation 100%. I cannot condone. I'm saying that again. I cannot condone any action. Whether you wrote a letter, whatever it is you wrote, whatever it is you put down as a statement, whatever statement you write, it holds no water. The reason why it holds no water is because it is not a democratic process. This is a unilateral action by a few people. This is a unilateral action. I am not here for abuse. You can share this to other platforms, but I am here to ensure and to make sure that those of us that believe in the peaceful process that the democratic referendum affords those of us who are the true believers for Yoruba Nation, we are speaking for that process. Anything outside of that process, we do not support. We do not support the very same thing. Picture this. Those who are talking to us now about their justification for the actions they did a few days ago, let us remember, several times when the military were going to take over the nation, what do? What do? They go and take the radio station, starts making announcements on there. And that's exactly what these people who are purportedly speaking for Yoruba Nation are doing. That is wrong. That is wrong. What they're doing is treason. So, you may ask, what is treason? What is treason? Treason is the crime of betraying one's country, especially by attempting to kill or overthrow the sovereign or government. So let us listen to the root word. Let's listen to the root word of this word here.
Treason.
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 See that?
Treason.
Treason. The crime of betraying one's country, especially by attempting to kill or overthrow the sovereign or the government. They were convicted of treason. You see? Now, what we are saying, we all agree about one thing. We agree that the system of governance under which we are being ruled, not governed, we are being ruled, is unjust. There is no doubt about that. There is no debate about all of us accepting or agreeing, seeing, indeed sort of understanding our depth of feeling about the unjustness of the system that is being used to govern us. I will restream this later on Facebook again. I think I'll probably do that. In fact, I'm going to do something quickly while I'm doing this now. So I will be restreaming this again on Facebook. But what I really wanted to do, again, once good evening, welcome to Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. We will be doing this program on our sister session with more of my colleagues on Oduduwa TV Radio in Yoruba as well. But this program is aimed at really going out and explain this around the world to those of you who will listen and who will share this later on. That we who are part of this Yoruba Nation peaceful, expression of our self-determination, in no way support nor condone the actions of those that went and took over a radio station. No, it is not acceptable. You do not have that right. There is no, that process is devoid of any democratic process. It is devoid. That means that the actions of those that were instructed to go to those stations was done on the basis of the say-so of a few people. Very much like the military. There's no difference between what the military have been doing. The Babangidas, the Gowons, all of those, they did the same thing. Took over the station, start playing military music and all of that stuff. And then you take over the nation and then the people have to listen to you. You cannot use the same unjust system. You cannot use the same unjust way of doing things that the military did, the military junta did, and think that that justifies your actions. It is very, very wrong. It is very, very wrong. And in fact, the message that sends out, by doing that process, it means that you now want to impose yourself using military means. What does that say to the people who you are trying to free? You're supposedly trying to free from Nigeria. So they're going to substitute one oppression for another, judging by your actions. I'm not making, this is not about being angry. This is about, we need to speak truth to power here. I, as Citizen AY and as part of the Yoruba Nation movement, in no way, shape, or form support nor condone the actions of those that did what I'm about to show you shortly. Let me say this categorically. Yoruba Nation will only be achieved through a democratic referendum. A democratic referendum. That means that for any action to be taken anywhere on Yoruba soil, when it comes to Yoruba Nation, it would be led by the very people that you are purporting to go to free from oppression. Those people, we need to encourage them. We need to raise the level of awareness for them to know their rights. And they will use those powers to now demand for a referendum. That is a peaceful way in which we go about doing this. We do not support anything that uses the very kind of system that the military used, the military junta used repeatedly up until 1979, whereby they hijack the nation by force, taking over the nation, saying we will now declare. That's what you've done. There is no mandate. There is no mandate for taking over that nation. And how do you get a mandate? The mandate comes from the collective people via a referendum. For me, and for many others speaking, I am very clear in my mind that the only way we can achieve anything is by raising the level of awareness within our communities, letting them know their rights within the current system of governance, and using those powers to hold those they elect to office to account, and indeed now instructing them that they want a referendum clause inserted in the current constitution. On the basis of that, we can now go and campaign for a referendum. After having campaigned, Now we can now have the referendum. If the people overwhelmingly support the referendum, then the government, there is a political process in place, a political and democratic process whereby the Nigerian government will say, right, okay, because you have all, we respect the wishes of the people of the land. A section wants to leave, we are giving them a referendum. Very much like the UK did. That is the way we can do this. If we do anything else, such as what is happening now, I can't support it, not myself, many others. And we will be misleading the people in taking such action. And we really have to be very clear that we have to do the will of the people in the correct manner. This is not the correct manner. This is not the correct manner. So my people, please share this broadcast. I may take one or two calls. The Facebook is playing about somehow, and I can't really get in there, but that's fine. But I'm sharing this as much as I can. And if you can, do help me share it. I don't know what's going on with Facebook, but that's fine. And if you can, when you're watching this, you can watch this later on. But I want to be very, very clear about this. We mustn't go down this road. And we need to be sure a nation cannot be led by one single person. The actions that was taken here sounds very much like a ruler deciding this and instructing few people to go and take actions. That is not how you go about governance. And we have to educate ourselves about the process. It is not good enough to just write letters. Just because you've written a letter doesn't make it effective. What is missing is the mandate. Very much like the Constitution of Nigeria is missing the mandate of the people, which is why we want to change it. Somebody going and writing letters and giving to anybody, and anybody can write any letter and give it anywhere. It doesn't carry the weight of the support of the people. And how do you demonstrate that? Via a referendum. In that very referendum, the voice of the people will be heard via their voting. They either support us separating from Nigeria, or no, we want to stay. And we respect that. That is a real mandate. There is no mandate that supports what has been done now. I put it to you. Zero mandate. And I do not want us to make that mistake. And that is why when we are going to do this, we really need to make sure that we sit down at a round table and discuss steps that we take collectively rather than taking arbitrary actions. This is nothing more than an arbitrary action. Evidence, and the government is right to arrest those people. Whatever letter they have, it carries no weight because it does not carry the mandate of the people. Show me the evidence of the vote that tells you that you have that right to actually go into the radio stations. Did you tell them that you were going to do that first? And did they say yes? Where is the evidence? There is no evidence. A referendum vote that was carried out, that is shrouded in I don't know, mystery, and it's unclear and everything else, and making declarations is not the same thing as the actually. Please bear in mind, for a referendum to take place, the people who want to go and the people who want to stay have to agree to be part of that process. When we just say we carried out a referendum by those who want to just stay alone, who are talking, we are preaching to the converted. We've got this all wrong. We have got this all wrong. We cannot support this. Those of you who have ears, please hear us. This is not about trying to fight. This is about trying to stop something that can really get out of hand. This can get out of hand very quickly. Please, if we are going to take actions like this, we need experts to discuss plans. What we're going to do. If you're going to do anything, it has to be via democratic means. I've got pictures where they're showing people with army uniforms, police uniforms. You know, I've just blacked it. I didn't want to. They've got police, you can see on the screen. And, you know, weapons. And you go into a property, a private, a property, a government property, and take it over. That is a hijack. There is no mandate. Julius Malema said something. A revolutionary can make all the statements they want to make. But the minute they cross the line and go and take something over without the mandate, without a mandate of the people, they are a terrorist. Let me see if I can get that video out for you. I don't want you to think I'm saying this out of... You need to be very clear. We have to be very clear what we're doing. So the people who are going to be speaking on behalf of a group of all of us, we have to have a collegiate approach to this. Unilateral action is risky, it's dangerous, it's counterproductive, and it can actually put this Yoruba Nation struggle back by years. And we risk one more thing if this continues. We risk the whole movement being proscribed because of the actions of a few who none of us condone. None of us condone this action. I am horrified by what I'm seeing. I am horrified by what I'm seeing. So let me just see. I want to get this to you. You need to hear Julius Malema. Because if you are talking about going for anything, let me just see if I can go, what they call again? Yes, I'm going to get that to you now. You will see it come up in a minute, and we'll just simply, bring that up. I like to back what I'm saying with real evidence. I don't want to just come and just say things. You need to understand when you are taking steps when it comes to a nation. This is the life of 60 to 80 million people. You do not just go off and have cocked gun and just make an arbitrary decision. This is not about abuse. This is not about trying to call people names. You notice I'm speaking in English. First, I want to do this in English. We need to be very clear about what we're doing. I want you to listen to what Julius Malema said here. Let's have a look. Listen to his words.
And undermine the democratic project.
You see,
because those in power
have
relegated their responsibilities to who we don't know.
Now they ask him a question. So let me.
But the interest of South Africa to resolve this immediately.
Let me see.
Confiscate all privately owned land, essentially nationalize all privately owned land. You want to nationalize the mines, you want to nationalize the banking sector.
One minute. I'll come back to that. 1 second. I want
of a hard-working presenter who does his research.
Now listen.
You can't falter me. Since I've made my mistakes on tax when I was very young, when I was almost 27 years old, fixed that problem. Today, I'm a 42-year-old married man with children who has taken responsibility and built a solid party to be the third largest party without the support of white monopoly capital and the owners of the South African economy. You keep on referring to old things because
I want you to listen to these words, please. Listen.
Like
this is by BBC anyway. Just listen.
You have every right to tell me you have changed.
Tell me of me now. I've been in Parliament for 10 years.
Let's take
Please share this broadcast.
Aspect
Please
of
share
your
this
policy
broadcast.
Positions.
Yes.
Do you think aligning yourself with Vladimir Putin is going to be good for South Africa?
But that's what it is now. South Africa is in alliance with Russia, with India, with Brazil, with China. So why are you asking me as if it's some policy that is going to be implemented after I took over? South Africa is in alliance with Russia.
There you go.
Now.
Listen, we will come to that.
Now calls itself non-aligned.
In the context of the war, but these are two different things. South Africa is an ally of Russia. Now, the second question is, where does South Africa stand on the war it says I'm a non-aligned.
Please stay with me on this. Don't
South Africa's friend. So
what's the word?
we cannot create confusion around there. Don't create an impression that it is Malema who's going to come and create an alliance with Russia.
But there are some very
actually, I will go beyond that. I will go beyond the
1 minute.
If he's a suspected war criminal, never mind if the UN and the ICC.
No, 1 minute.
About Saddam Hussein, a taken dominance.
1 minute, please.
No, socialism is not authoritarianism.
So how can you describe China as progressive?
No, it's very progressive.
1 minute.
Me 15 years ago when I was young, and therefore you can't say the rand to dollar crisis today is created by this message that I've been spreading for so many years from my early ages. And then this
no, but what I'm suggesting is that the new tensions between Washington and the government in South Africa
just
have
give me a minute, please.
affected the financial markets.
No, it was the
I'm gonna
China when it comes to how you're going to establish a state-owned bank. You're going of the economy.
You know there are some South Africans, and let us be blunt, many white South Africans who
the other day looking at some of the houses that whites abandoned in 19 who's not controlled by a missionary and then be scared to kill. But once you go killing people around,
listen.
You're a terrorist.
Now, listen to those words.
By any white person
listen.
who's not controlled
just
by
listen to this, please.
last
Listen.
year, you said this.
Listen.
It was after you'd questioned
Please
whether
listen.
a particular white person, why they hadn't been located and, quote, taken to an isolated space where our supporters could attend to the guy properly. And you went on to say, you must never be scared to kill. A revolution demands that at some point there must be killing because killing is part of the revolutionary act.
Absolutely.
This was last year.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You can't say you are a revolutionary and then be scared to kill. But once you go killing people around, you are a terrorist. When you've got the support of the majority of your people to engage in war, and the majority of the people are with you, that is the revolution. It's not terrorism. And therefore, I'm not a terrorist. That's why I'm saying, at least for now, the conditions have not dictated that there should be anyone who should go to the bush and engage in war to kill. But if those conditions necessitate, will without hesitation do that. The same way the generations before us, when conditions necessitated, they were not scared to take up guns and shoot to kill. So I'm not saying anyone must be killed. All I'm saying is let everybody come to the party. Let's build this one country and give away our privilege for the privilege of all.
Your vision.
So let me go back again. Listen again. Please
And
listen.
the majority of the people are with you. That is the revolution. It's not terrorism. And therefore, I'm not a terrorist. That's why I'm saying, at least for now, the conditions have not dictated that there should be anyone who should go to the bush and engage in war to kill. But if those conditions necessitate,
Listen.
will without hesitation do that. The same way the generations before us, when conditions necessitated, they were not scared to take up guns and shoot to kill.
Now,
So
let me play it one more time. Then you can see.
The support of the majority of your people.
Listen.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You
Listen.
can't say you are a
Listen into the entirety
and then
now.
be scared to kill. But once you go killing people around, you are a terrorist. When you've got the support of the majority of your people.
When you've got the support of the majority of your people. Listen.
To engage in war.
To engage in war.
And the majority of the people are with you.
And the majority of the people are with you.
That is the revolution. It's not terrorism.
That's the revolution, not terrorism.
And therefore, I'm not a terrorist. That's why I'm saying, at least for now, the conditions have not dictated that there should be anyone who should go to the bush and engage in war.
Now, that is what I want you to hold in this. That's Julius Malema right there. He said that the minute you can be a revolutionary, yes, we're talking about Yoruba Nation, yes, but the minute you take the action whereby you threaten to, or indeed take a life, or you take over a nation, a public space in the current existing nation, that's terrorism. what this man did here. I'm going to now relate this now to exactly what this man did here. Let me make that smaller. 1 second. I want to just show you what I'm talking about. So please do share this broadcast. And of course, I might take calls in between it, but I want to show you what was done here. So now, this is what was the cable wrote. 5 suspected Yoruba Nation agitators arrested for hijacking radio station in Oyo. Majority of us did not agree nor support anything like this. We did not support or give any green light for action like this to take place. And the only way you can establish that kind of a support again is via a referendum where the people have said specifically, do you want to stay or do you want to go specifically? Remember, the first referendum was, again, they said the people, are you, when you did that referendum, which is, 500,000 or whatever people, we don't even know the real figures. You asked a particular question, and those things are shrouded in secrecy. And don't forget, that referendum is one-sided. This should have been a place where you could see the number of yes and against. That is what a referendum should say. What happened in that referendum is cloaked in so many kinds of conjecture, and it's very, very unclear. But secondly, nobody supported, especially think about this, a day, May 28th, a day before the swearing in of the new president of the current nation called Nigeria, and this action is taken. This is a unilateral action. This is not something that we support. We do not support this in any way, shape, or form. And I reiterate again unequivocally, this is wrong. This is so wrong. The actions taken, remember what Julius Malema said. Revolutionary is one thing, but when you take arms, such as they did in the I've got some pictures which I can show you. I don't want to because I don't want it to come across. I mean, I think I should really even be blacking it out. So that's why I'm very careful not to show it on air. They got knives. They got, I mean, this is not how you do things. I am sorry. This is not how we do things at all. So I have grave concerns about what's been done. And I'm urging us all to please, roll back from this. Firstly, there has to be consensus about the steps that we take. And the consensus that I can see is in us going via a democratic route, not this route. This is wrong. Let's read on. Let's read on what they're saying. So remember, they are wearing they're wearing Yoruba Nation Army, Yoruba Nation Police on their backs. Now it says here, I'll read the whole story. This is by the cable app anyway. 5 suspected Yoruba Nation agitators have been arrested for allegedly hijacking Radio Nation and Radio Nigeria, Amurudu FM station in Ibadan, Oyo State, the capital. The capital understands that the suspected Yoruba agitators invaded the radio station at 5:30 a.m. They invaded. Now let me show you again. So for those of you who are thinking, oh, we are being, they invaded. So now, the crime of betraying one's country, especially by attempting to kill, overthrow the sovereign or the government, they were convicted of treason. So that I'm just giving you, what they did. So that is that just by taking over the radio station and trying to then have a message on there about Yoruba Nation, that's wrong. That's a crime. That's treason right there. What's the word?
Treason.
That's treason right there. That's treason. And we have no part of that. We, the people who started this Yoruba Nation movement, peaceful rally, peaceful movement. Look at the rally that Oloye did in several states. It was all peaceful. It was all with the agreement of the government on ground. Can you see the difference? This was an imposition, very much like the military that were taking over repeatedly in Nigeria. That cannot stand. It cannot stand, my people. I'm urging you, please share this broadcast. Help us reach more people, because we're in really dangerous territory by doing what is being done here. We are in really dangerous territory. Really dangerous territory. And I'm not saying that lightly. Please do share this broadcast as you get it. Help us reach more people. So no, I'm not gonna. So now it says here, they were reported to have stopped the program. Listen to this now. The suspected, according to Radio Nigeria, the suspected agitators invaded the live studio with loads of charms whilst a sponsored program was being aired. A sponsored program. They interfered with a sponsored program. Listen. Those of you supporting this, understand, they interrupted a sponsored program. There is no legitimacy for what they did. They were reported to have stopped the program and started making their own broadcasts with the comments like, Yoruba Nation has come to stay. Yoruba no more under Federal Republic of Nigeria. United Nations will soon declare Yoruba Nation. Yoruba Nation. They were said to have broadcast for an hour before the arrival of the combined team of police, Operation Burst, and the Nigerian army that was able to recover the station. The security operatives arrested the 5 suspected agitators. Reacting to the incident, Stephen Agbaji, the general manager of the station, said security operatives had restored normalcy to the station, that the live broadcast of the programs had resumed. Giving details of the arrest, Oshifeso Adewale, Oyo Police Commissioner, Oyo Police spokesperson in a statement said suspects were arrested with various criminal charms, adding that 4 of the 5 suspects are male while the other one is female. The following suspects in possession of various criminal charms were arrested in connection with the incident. They include Noah Atoyebi, Benga Adeleke, Abdul Ganiyu, Mustafa Kolawole, Bashiru Kehinde, Fajola Elijah. The statement reads, the Oyo State Police Command enjoins residents to be generous with information and cooperate with the command in a bid to rid the state of criminal elements with the intent to propagate separatist agenda. You can't support this. There is no basis. Please show me where the people have. Show me the process where there's been an interaction between the Nigerian government and the plans. There's none. This is an imposition. What we need to do, what should be happening, our focus should be how to get a referendum through raising the awareness within our collective communities to our people about their rights, using those rights to encourage them to now go for a referendum. At that point, we can now say, okay, we've got a referendum. Once we vote, once the referendum is in place, with the involvement of the Nigerian government, you're saying they're not going to give us, but it's by raising the awareness within our community. Doing this is no better than what the military junta did several times. The last time in 1979, whereby they interfered with the process, took over the radio stations and everything else, and hijacked the nation. This is wrong. This is so wrong. It is wrong. This picture, every time I see this picture, and I know the people who are in this picture, I know them. This picture here, let me just go and make it here. I know the people that I see in this picture. I know them. I know the people in this picture. I'm familiar with them. I'm familiar with people in this picture, and that's what saddens me most. That's what saddens me most in all of this. I'm not here to accuse or to tell off. I mean, to fight, because this goes beyond. This has gone far beyond having a quarrel. This is not about a quarrel. This is about something that is wrong. What has been attempted here is treason. Open and short case. What has been attempted here is nothing other than treason. And it is not right. It is not right. So I wanted to come out and speak on this. Let me see if I can do one more thing. I'm just trying to just check one or two things and really, speak about this in a way that really, makes a lot of sense. I really cannot overemphasize how wrong this is. It is totally wrong. It is wrong. It is so wrong. So let me just go next. Okay. So it is terribly, terribly unacceptable. It is wrong. We cannot condone this. We cannot continue to do things in this sense and think that that's okay. It is not okay at all. It is not okay. It is very, very wrong. Again, let me just show you. 1 second, please. Let me just listen to the words here. Firstly, listen.
Treason.
Treason.
Treason. Treason.
Treason. Okay. What is treason? The crime of betraying one's country, especially by attempting to kill or overthrow the sovereign or the government. The actions. Let me tell you something. Let me explain something to you. When they were going to swear in Tinubu, what mode was used to transfer the information to people? Radio, TV. To show that over Nigeria, the sovereign is President Tinubu. And to a few hours before to go and take that over shows that you are against that without the support of the very people that you say that you are doing it on behalf of. There is no mandate for you to do what you did. I'm sorry, there is no mandate. There is no mandate. And this is why we are coming out and speaking out about this. There was and remains no mandate. There is no generally accepted referendum where we the people spoke collectively with the government of Nigeria recognizing and accepting that referendum as something that they can stand behind and say, yes, we see the referendum, we will be putting it into the constitution. When you did this referendum that you said you did, it is not recognized by the current government that you're trying to unseat. It is not. And that is a problem. We are better off going the route of what the Scottish National Party did over close to 70-something years before they were able to get seats in the Scottish Parliament. Close to 70 years. We've just been doing Yoruba Nation 3 years. We either decide that we go via the political route in terms of forming a political party based on Yoruba Nation as part of a confederation, a regional government. Start with that. That's an option to look at. And then graduate towards to the point of self-determination and that we want to go. Again, all of this has to be done via referendum. We cannot do this by force. This is wrong. This is so wrong. So I am making this absolutely clear that this does not carry any support. We cannot support this kind of hijacking of a radio station. This is very, very wrong. It is not acceptable. In fact, I am really sad that the people that I knew when we started this struggle together, please share this broadcast, share it, let it reach more people, because the kind of discussion that we're having here is of immense importance. It's not something that we can just go, okay, we just leave it. This is so wrong. It is wrong on so many levels. And I cannot overemphasize the need for us to rapidly encourage those who have taken this to pull back immediately from this, because however way you try to call it, whatever action you've taken, whatever letters you've written to anybody, an acknowledgement is not the same thing as a tacit agreement. To acknowledge you received a letter written by somebody does not mean that they're giving you the power to now do what you're doing. They're two different things. And we need to be very, very clear. Those who are going to do this, anything you're going to do has to be on the principle of the law that is in existence in the territory that you are trying to do the very thing that you're doing right now. Once it goes against that law, because the people, you haven't got the vote, the mandate of the people by way of a vote recognized by everybody, including the government you are going against. Once you don't have that mandate, you do not have the right to do what was done now. You do not have the right to do what was done now. So I am calling on all of us, those of us who are firm believers in Yoruba Nation. We cannot be quiet. We also do not want to run the risk of being labeled a terrorist organization. The actions of these people by invading a nation, a radio station, they said it here. Look, they were saying, and started making their own broadcast with comments like, oh, Yoruba Nation has come to stay. Just a few hours before Tinubu was sworn in, I'm not supporting Nigeria. No. But I recognize that Nigeria is in existence. If we are going to treat Yoruba Nation, it will be purely via democratic political means. Democratic means alone. Democratic and political means alone. Nothing else. No guns on the table, no guns under the table, none of that stuff. No. We need to do this the right way. And we will only do that, get that, when the people with their own voice collectively in each community, via a referendum, vote overwhelmingly to support Yoruba Nation. Then we agree, their wishes, that is their wish. It's not our wish. And many of us who are doing this abroad, I want to caution us to please be very careful. Many of us are living abroad, we're in safe environment, and we are making instructions to people who are back home. They are the ones who are going to live this life. I pity these young men that you see in the picture now. These young men now, they're going to, apparently they're in Kirikiri, and they are really getting bad treatment there. And as you know, we already know that the system is unjust. Imagine now that these people are now gone against what is the current law, whether although we know it's wrong, and they don't respect human rights in Nigeria. They don't respect human rights. So the people I'm speaking to my Yoruba people, youths, please, when somebody tells you to go and get a gun and go and take something over, tell them to come and join you. Tell them to come and lead from the front with themselves or with their sons or daughters. Tell them to come and do that. Don't do it on this because they're giving you you're getting something from them. Do not. The system is unjust. We all agree. And on my program, I have been doing a series of things to try and do awareness. That is the only way we can do this. I will talk about that in detail as I go on this tonight. But please, 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 what was done now is very, very wrong. It is wrong. You cannot support this injustice. I am so incensed. Please do share this broadcast. I am so incensed by what's going on. And the people who are doing this, they are taking decisions unilaterally without the say-so or the support of the people. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching me, please subscribe, hit notification button, give us a thumbs up, so let me just do one thing quickly. I'm just trying to get this right. 1 minute. I'm just trying to make sure this is right. I'll be doing more programs on this tomorrow in the morning anyway. And I know I was supposed to do this on Oduduwa Citizen AY on Facebook, but my Facebook is really slow at the minute. So let me try and, so 1 minute. Let me just do this right. So I'm probably going to wrap up soon, but I wanted to touch base and make sure this is, this reaches you. Please share the broadcast and help us like the page. Hit notification button. What they did here is so wrong. We cannot condone this kind of unjust action. It is very, very, very wrong. I mean, look at it. They are wearing a Nigerian, a Yoruba Nation army, a Yoruba Nation police. Who among us gave what vote? What mandate did they have to print out something like that? It's one thing to put on Yoruba Nation. It's one thing to wave the flag, to put that on. But to actually have to say you're an army in a place where we don't have a land, we haven't got a geographical area called Yoruba Nation. That is a treason. That is treason. This is treason. This is treason. Please, those of you who are supporting this, I know your heart is on getting Yoruba Nation, but this is not how we're going to get Yoruba Nation. Yoruba Nation will only be achieved via democratic referendum. That's the only way we'll achieve Yoruba Nation. Please, when you're getting this broadcast, share, and share. I'm going to try and see if I can actually go back again on what do you call it? On Facebook. But it's slowing the thing down. That's the only problem. No, I'm going to have to stream it. I don't want to risk it because it will slow this down. What I will do is I will stream it either tonight or tomorrow. And then you can please help us share the broadcast to reach more people as we speak. Don't forget to go ahead and hit the like button, hit subscribe on Citizen AY, leave comments. Please share this broadcast. I know it's late, but this is not something that we could leave any longer. This is my second program. The first one was a video. This is a live program that I'm watching, that I'm sharing, that I'm playing with you and doing with you all. And if you want to join the discussion and you want to call in, please do call in on +44 739 580 606. I'm going to switch the phone on as I talk to you. And I'm hoping that if you want to join in, we welcome you to leave comments. I know it's late in the evening, but because of what's been happening with Facebook, I haven't been able to. That is really messing things up. It's very jerky, it's shaky, it's unstable. It's it's really quite. I'm probably going to try something with that. I actually want to do something with that. Yeah, I want to test something out. Yeah, I want to test something out to see. I just want to test something out on this. If it works, then I think I know. I might have an idea of what to do around it, but I will talk about it. I might not be able to show what I'm doing, but at least I'm going to try something with that. So we're going to try that again and see if that works. I don't know if it will, but there's no harm in trying to do something in a different way if it's proven to be difficult in how it's been, coming across. So we're going to try something here. So let me just try that. I don't know, but I will restream this anyway because I just want to test the system. And hopefully, where is it? Sorry about this. So, okay. No, I'm not going to go there. This is where I'm going. Okay. So we're going to just quickly do this on the fly. Let's see what happens if I do this. I just want to try this out and I want to test it because it is not doing what I want it to do at all. And that's why I'm trying to really recalibrate it. So hopefully it will make some sense, but let's see. So 1 minute. So hello again. Hello again. Hello to you all. Hello. You're watching Season A, the platform where we speak truth to power. I'm doing from a different angle now because Facebook is really giving me a lot of problems. So we're having to do this in a different way. When I try to stream, when I try to go live on and do it via stream, I'm having some sort of problem. So please, if you're watching this, there is a link there. You can click on that link and subscribe to Citizen AY on YouTube to help us grow. That's what I'm trying to do now. So if you want to see the commentary and the pictures of everything that I'm doing as I'm talking to you now, you can do that by joining us on YouTube. Because the Facebook at the minute, I cannot stream live. For some reason, it's not letting me stream live, and it's giving me a lot of problems. So that's why I'm doing this. The only reason I'm streaming here now on Facebook is to try and help you there's a link. You can see I've pinned the link onto my onto the Facebook. You need to join us on YouTube. You need to join us on YouTube because Facebook is no longer reliable. The pictures and everything I'm doing is not working. And when I try and do a video, it's not moving. It's very, very slow. It just seems to mess everything up. It slows up. My words are slurred. So good evening, ladies and gentlemen. You're watching Season A, the platform where we speak truth to power. The reason why we are doing the broadcast tonight on Oduduwati on Citizen AY is to talk about the treasonable act, of a group of people going to the Amuludun Nation station FM and hijacking it. 5 of them have been arrested. Let me give you their names again. Those of you who are joining us. Let me give you their names. The names of the 5 people. Please, to get the full picture, you need to subscribe to Citizen AY on YouTube, and you will see exactly what I'm seeing. On the YouTube, you will see exactly everything. Let me just quickly flip the screen around so you can see what I mean. It's difficult for me to do it any other way. So you will see, this is my Facebook here on YouTube. That's on YouTube right now. So on YouTube right now, you will have that picture of what I'm doing. So let me just quickly turn that round. But on Facebook, because of the problems I'm having in terms of the delivery of recording it, it's been giving me problems. So probably what I'm going to be doing now is on Facebook, I'll be doing the stream like this live, until the plan is to move the Facebook, to move the YouTube, to move all of you to migrate completely from Facebook. Facebook will still be there, but we need to build the platform. We need you all, as you're coming in, please hit the subscription button that you see on what I've pinned. Hit that subscription button. Help us grow Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. We need your help. So now, like I said, the names of the people that were involved in hijacking the Amuludu FM radio. The names are as follows: Noah Atoyebi, Benga Deleke, Abdullah Abdul Ganiu, Mustafa Kolawole, Bashiru Kainde, Fajola Elijah. So it looks like there was a girl there. Let me see. Bashiru Kainde. So now, please, those of us in Yoruba Nation, we totally reject unequivocally any attempt by people that lack the mandate of the collective Yoruba people. They lack, nor do they have the mandate of the Yoruba people to take any action. Indeed, we support no violence. We support no threats to people. We support no hijack of any station. The people who are involved in the process of taking over that station, they do not speak for nor represent the overwhelming majority of peaceful, peace-loving Yoruba people who are advocating for Yoruba Nation. They do not represent us in any way, shape, or form. Indeed, we totally reject without equivocation. Totally reject their actions, and we neither in any way, shape, nor form support their actions. We reject it, and we urge them to rethink urgently the steps they took now. That was unacceptable. They do not speak for us. Those of us that have been in this struggle, that have been part of the struggle going forward, encouraging people to go for Yoruba Nation via peaceful means. The word, the ethos we had, one of the things we have is Omoluabi, Isowopo, Ishoko. You know, those are the two things, you know, and you know, Ominira, Isowopo, Omoluabi, Ishoko. 4 things. And the actions that was taken by those who hijacked that radio station, and then they were encouraging others to come out and take it over. Those actions are something that those of us that began, that were part of the original, the beginnings of Yoruba Nation, those are actions that we cannot support. As I'm saying this, those of you on Facebook, please, I urge you to be able to get a better, you know. And let me see. Please just, you know, I'm just going to suspend that one. I'm not interested in that. I'm suspending that straight away. You're not going to leave comments. We're talking about something serious and you're trying to sell herbs here. We're not interested in that. Sorry. This is something that's very, very important. So we're suspending that person whilst they're doing that on the platform. Please, those of you that are watching us, help us reach more people. I know to get a complete picture of what we're doing, you need to join us on YouTube, Citizen AY on YouTube. Click the subscription button, hit notification button, give us a thumbs up, because what is happening right now is that Facebook are messing with our platforms. There are over 110,000 people, followers on Citizen AY, and right now barely 10 of you are seeing us. The notifications are gone. They're making sure it's difficult for people to see. Help us reach more people. And please, above all, if you're watching this, go ahead right now to Citizen AY on YouTube. Click subscribe to us. Help us reach more people. Let me see if I got the phone number on here. I'm probably going to do this in a way that is... 1 second, please. I'm just going to try and check something here, because I am speaking about this because it is very, very important. Please do share this broadcast. Help us reach more people. You're watching Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. The object of today's broadcast is the total repudiation of the hijack of the Amuludun radio station by those who are purporting to call themselves Yoruba Nation. They don't represent us. No, we don't support any kind of violent act. Let me read to you something. There's a word that I want you to listen to. There's a word, you may not be able to hear it on there, but it's called
treason.
Those of you on Ududu Citizen AY on YouTube, you hear it. Treason. Treason. What is treason? Treason is the crime of betraying one's country, especially by attempting to kill or overthrow the sovereign or the government. They were convicted of treason. So, those men now, those young men, they were misled. The young men and the woman, there were 4 men and a woman. They were misled. They were misled. So, one of them is a woman and the rest are guys. They were misled. And they were told the wrong information. They were misled to believe that them just taking arms and then going to a station, they declare Yoruba Nation and people will have to listen. That is not how it works. No. You need the support, the overwhelming mandate from the people, and you only go via democratic means. You go via democratic means. You do not do this unilaterally. What they did in effect was doing exactly what the military have been doing. The military did that in the 70s, as late as 79. And they would go over 76, 79, and 74, they were going in and taking over arms by force. You cannot get democracy by using military force. You cannot grant democracy through military force. The minute you use military force, it is no longer democratic. The minute you use military force, it is no longer democratic. So we are here to repudiate, reject, and we do not, those of us in the Yoruba Nation struggle, peaceful rally, we in no way support this. We are not going to achieve Yoruba Nation via that means. We are not. Let me just quickly do something. There is a video those of you who are on who are watching me on Facebook now, click on the note I pinned up there. Subscribe to Citizen AY. I'm about to play a video, and you will see in the video. I might play 2 videos. You will see in the video the actions that we totally do not support. We are only for the purposes of explaining why we reject the actions of those who have taken this unjust, undemocratic step to take over a radio station, you carrying out treason. We cannot support that. We cannot. So let me get this video out. But to be able to see it, you will need to join the broadcast on you will need to join it on YouTube. So beg your pardon, I'm struggling because obviously it takes a, it's really frustrating what's been happening what's happened today. I'm shocked beyond words, to be honest, and it's really yeah. So we're gonna play the video. I want you to hear the video. You're gonna play the video, but join us on. So let me do this now. So you know what I'll do? I'm gonna do something here. One more thing. See if I can do it here.
Breaking news. Yoruba Nation.
So
take over Radio Badon.
You see,
Good.
So that is what they played. They said they took over Radio Badon. You see, so but please, to see the video, you can only see it on. You can see it on Citizen AY on YouTube. So I'm just giving you the video of it, but the voice. Go ahead and subscribe to Citizen AY on YouTube. Help us, subscribe, grow the platform on YouTube. And from here on, when I do my broadcast on Facebook, we'll be doing it via this route because we need it to grow. We need your support. So now, keep listening, but you can see the video. And on there, you will see what they've done. This is not acceptable at all. We in no way, shape, or form support this action. This is very wrong. Very wrong. You see? They even said they have taken over. They even said they have taken over a station. That is an illegal act. The people that have done this, they are facing potential immediate arrest from wherever they are in any part of this world. That is what they are facing. That is the reality. Please subscribe, hit the notification button, give us thumbs up. You're watching Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. Please leave comments. I've clicked and I've clicked. I've pinned the link for you to join Citizen AY on YouTube. But what they've done is wrong. To be able to get a clearer picture of what is being said, you need to join us on YouTube. Go ahead. So, but you cannot follow it because you need the video to see it. So, you see, it's calling states Ondo, Ogun, for them to get up to go and take up and take their nation, take over stations. This is wrong. This is so wrong. Ladies and gentlemen, please subscribe. Hit notification button, please. This is wrong. You can get a clearer picture of what I'm saying by joining us on YouTube. Click the link on that are pinned. Citizen AY, I've pinned it. Click it. So as I talk to you now, he's talking about encouraging others to go over in other states, even as far as Kogi, to take over stations. This is unjust. This is wrong. We cannot support it. We are for Yoruba Nation, and we will get it via peaceful means only. Via peaceful means only, through a democratic process to arrive at a referendum. No other way will do it. We need to do this. However long it takes, that is the route we must take. If you use anything else other than peaceful means, that is terrorism. And he's even making threats. I mean, he's even making threats. He's even making threats to the Nigerian government in the broadcast. This is so wrong. It is a shame that the words that I'm hearing from the lips of the person saying this are from the lips of someone that I personally know. And it hurts deeply that the lack of logic in what they're doing is shocking. So please subscribe to Citizen AY. Hit notification button. Listen, join the broadcast on YouTube. Click the link that I put on there. You can see it. I'm watching it. I'm telling you what's going on. But to be able to get a clearer picture of it, join us on YouTube, please. I urge you. There is a lot more that we're trying to say here. You see, I cannot believe this. You see? This is crazy. So he's saying that there we've got freedom. On what basis? On what basis is being said? On what basis is this being said? You can see it's almost 2 o'clock at night. The reason why I'm not sleeping is because this is a stain. Their action is a stain on Yoruba Nation movement. We are known to be peaceful around the world. We are known to not be going out and taking illegitimate actions to justify our cause. This is not right. We cannot support this. This is not right. Please go ahead to Citizen AY on YouTube. Hit notification button, subscribe, and you can watch live now, and you can follow what he's saying there. He's asking on the market women, the children, and everybody to join them in this illegal act. This is not how we take Yoruba Nation. We take Yoruba Nation via peaceful democratic means, i.e. a referendum. We do not take over stations. We do not go and take over stations. No matter how unjust the system that we are under, we will do the right thing. We'll go via the right route, which is to show them how to do governance, which is via the collective will. Encourage the people to collectively decide via referendum that they are going to pull away from Nigeria. They will have to respect that. That is the right to self-determination. What they did now is nothing about self-determination. This is coercion. This is coercion. You're watching Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. Help us join, help us grow this platform. Help us grow the platform to reach more people. This is a dangerous time. And also, what they risk doing by this action is to actually get Yoruba Nation in total proscribed. We don't support it. We do not support that. So if you are here and you're watching, we'd like to hear your comments. Leave a comment on here, and please, of course, like I said, to see the full picture. Right now the video is being played. You see what they're doing here is so wrong. It is so wrong. Please, I urge you, do not in any way, shape or form, support this kind of illegal act. This is very wrong. I am ashamed that this has actually taken place in the name of Yoruba Nation. I am so ashamed. In fact, it makes me really sad that somebody that I would consider a friend will take such an action and actually go counter against our ethos as Omoluabi. The actions that they took by carrying out this invasion of a radio station in what is the current Nigeria is not the actions of Omoluabi at all. And we need to, please, those of you who are supporting this, look in your hearts, think deeply. We understand that what is going on right now in Nigeria against Yoruba people is unjust, but you do not resolve an unjust situation by carrying out an unjust act. What was done now is unjust. It is unjust. It is unjust. It is unjust. We do not support this. we ask you to please, you see, I'm not saying that what the governance has done to us is right. I'm not saying that at all. Don't get me wrong. Don't get it twisted. But what I am saying in all of this is that right now, we cannot support this. What's the latest? Well, apparently they are still only to read spoke, and I will play more of it if you join us on Oduduwa TV Radio on Citizen AY. If you join me, I will play you sections where Onitiri has been talking tonight and doubling and in fact continuing along this line to demand for that they have the right to take over the station on Yoruba land because they made a statement. They've written letters. This is unjust. This is dangerous. What is being done now is dangerous. We do not support the invasion, the hijack of any nation. We do not accept any of this. This is very, very wrong. So, Ambassador Nino, you were just saying that we go for Yoruba Nation, but we do not support the actions of the few who unilaterally took an action that goes against the laws of a nation state called Nigeria. Even though we are trying to get out of it, they are still rule of law, and what they did is effectively treason. They committed treason, and we are saying we do not. Those of us in the struggle for Yoruba Nation, in no way, shape or form do we support this treasonable act. What they did is a treason. So we cannot. You cannot. You see, we do not. Where? Please, somebody tell me. Where's the Yoruba Nation Army? When did we set it up? What place? What location? This is not right. We cannot take over a radio. This is wrong. You cannot. Please, if to be able to follow what we're doing, go ahead, subscribe to Citizen AY on YouTube, hit notification button. Right now, we're playing the video of one of the spokesperson for the Oduduwa Nation people, because that's what they call themselves. The Oduduwa Nation people, they took over the station for an hour in the middle of the night, and they were making Yoruba Nation is here, Oduduwa Nation is here, Oduduwa Nation. This is very wrong. So my people, please, we cannot do this. We cannot support this. As someone who has invested time and effort in this struggle, I am very, very saddened that people that I know of have been engaged in this kind of illegal act, and it is not in any way, shape or form supported. We do not accept, nor do we support this illegal act. We are making it very, very clear. So I hope that answers your question, Nironi. So please do not, we do not support this. So if you're watching, help us share the broadcast. Go to Citizen AY on YouTube, hit notification button, give us, thumbs up, help us reach more people. So they are. You see, he's even calling on others. He's to stand up and take their land and everything. There is no mandate for what he's saying. There is no mandate. There is no referendum that is accepted by the Nigerian government and everybody else around. There is not. That referendum is not. There is no mandate for what they did. There is no mandate. There is no mandate. I'm going to play the second part of the video where Onitiri, exactly. Why can't they open their own registration? The thing is set up for Nigerian government to stop this struggle. Exactly. Cosmos OGs. Thank you. So we must not fall for this. We are liable to be banned if we continue, if we condone this. We need to understand what is going on. We cannot let this happen. It is 2:19 at night. You're watching Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. I am so concerned about what is going on, what is unfolding. And they're making statements. They are making statements encouraging others to join them in this illegal act. What they did is a treasonable act. Please to follow and to see what's going on, get more clearer picture, please join Citizen AY on YouTube. Hit notification button, subscribe, and that way you can follow what's going on, because we have the updates on there. And like you see, Facebook are really making things difficult for us. Please help us subscribe. So that video has stopped now. Now I'm going to go to join the bit where you can see the discussion that they had. And I am so sad. I am so sad. I'm going to play you sections of this video. Watch this now. You will hear Onitiri talking in this part of the video. Those of you, those of you who are on, those of you who are on Facebook watching us now, the best thing for you to do is to join us. There is a link I've clicked to the top of the page, to the link, you know, to my page. That link is it's pinned on there. You can go there and you can see my you can see the link for the YouTube. That way you can see. Right now, as I'm talking to you, Onitiri is on there. We don't see her, but she is talking in the background in Yoruba, urging people to support them, saying that they are justified in going into a radio station, taking it over. And what she's doing here is going against everything that we have struggled for. We believe on 4 ethos when we started Oduduwa Nation. And the person that's speaking on her behalf knows this. Ìṣọ̀kan, ìsowọ́pọ̀, òmìnira, ọmọlúwàbí. Ìṣọ̀kan, ìsowọ́pọ̀, òmìnira, ọmọlúwàbí. Ọmọlúwàbí ethos means that we do not carry out acts that runs contrary to our belief in the good nature, the good name of being what it means to be a Yoruba person. Going and taking over a nation, a station by violent means, hijacking a station in a land where is wrong. We can't support this. We cannot support this. Please, we urge those of you who are supporting this. There are over 600 people at one point who are supporting and following this. Please, we urge you, think deeply. There is no agreed referendum in place right now, because the only way we can achieve Yoruba Nation is through a referendum. A referendum organized where everybody for and against Yoruba self-determination can take part in. And they will do it region by region. It has to be done region by region, not just Yoruba Nation alone. Because that would be for a government. They would have to, if they're going to agree that Yoruba Nation wants to go, they're going to equally give that option to others as well. And that is why we need a clause in the Constitution to apply to all. What has been done now is not right. We cannot support this. We are saying this now. I'm saying this on camera, live on air, because I do not want any situation where the government would think that we there's support for this illegal act. There is no support. There is no support from those of us who started this struggle. There is no support from us for this illegal, treasonable act of going to a station and taking it over. This is terribly wrong. So if you're watching this and you're seeing me here, I'm sorry, the video, I'm having to do it a different way, because Facebook, when I try to stream it together, Facebook is making it difficult for me. But in any case, we're going to migrate our streaming completely to Facebook, to YouTube over time, to YouTube. So I've put the link on there. Subscribe to Citizen AY on YouTube. Help us reach more people. Leave comments on there. That's more effective. You can see the interaction there is much more livelier, and you can get things done and leave comments. Please, if you're watching this, go ahead, subscribe to Citizen AY on YouTube. That is where we can get more interaction done. You're watching. As I'm talking to you now, Onitiri is on there speaking. I'll play a quick section so you can hear her a little bit here, but it's not correct. No. You see? So they're not showing her face, but she's talking. So we cannot allow this illegal act to continue. And we urge those of you who are supporting this kind of action, we urge you not to desist, because it has no legal basis, it has no just foundation. This is not an act of the people with Omoluabi ethos to go and take over a nation, a station, a radio station, and then now still continue to talk about that. And also, let me ask, have these people, have they put lawyers in place to fight for those people that have now been arrested? Have they put lawyers in place? Please join Citizen AY on YouTube. Click on the link that you see on the that is pinned. Click on that. Subscribe to Citizen AY on YouTube. What is going on here is alarming, to say the least. I'm urging you. I'll probably be here for another half an hour or so. But whilst I'm here, I'm trying to raise awareness. There is a video that I'm playing right now of Onitiri. She's been live talking for a long time, and she's making statements that does not have coherency. I'm sorry. You don't have the mandate to take over a nation, any radio station. You have no mandate. It is wrong. Yoruba Nation can only be achieved via peaceful democratic means, i.e. referendum. Anything else, doing what they did now, going over, wearing Yoruba Nation army, Yoruba Nation police, and taking over a radio station is illegal. It is wrong. Yeah, Cosmos. Yeah, exactly. The elder that is supporting them might have collected money from federal government, arranged some of the youths. That is exactly what they are doing to IPOB in the East, even using their name to rob bank. Exactly. Cosmos Oji, thank you. This is the problem that we're trying to eradicate. I'm so glad you mentioned that. Oji, please, if you don't mind, you can join us on Citizen AY on YouTube. The link is I put the link onto is pinned. Just click on it and join us there and leave more comments like this, because these are the kind of things that we're trying to prevent from happening. This is we are crossing a dangerous terrain right now. To not speak up. In fact, I'm not able to sleep. I'm not able to sleep. It's 2:27. I am so shocked by what happened. What happened the last few days, that it's alarming. So I'm trying to connect with you all. Please do not be silent. Join us. Subscribe. Give us thumbs up. Let this reach more people. Would you believe that over 600 people are listening to such an illegal act, a treasonable act? It is a treasonable act that they carried out. So this is something that we must address immediately. And tomorrow, no doubt, we're going to be doing some more discussions with others, because to stay silent, our silence would be interpreted by the Nigerian government as a support for an illegal act. That is why I am not going to be silent. We cannot be silent. We need to speak up about this. This is wrong. This is wrong. Please go ahead. Subscribe to Citizen AY on YouTube. Help us reach more people. The more you subscribe, give us thumbs up. Give us a thumbs up on the screen. Help us grow that platform, because we need that platform to reach more people, to wake them up. What they are doing here is so wrong. It is incredibly wrong, and it is dangerous. We are crossing a Rubicon here. If we do not arrest this, we might get proscribed as Yoruba Nation, and we have nothing to do with the actions of those who unilaterally decided to take over a radio station. A radio station. My people, I'm urging you, please help us continue to grow this platform. You're watching Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. In the broadcast on YouTube, you will hear the lady in question, Onitiri, and I will mention her name. You will hear her advocating and justifying why they invaded the station. And like I said, there are 5 people that have been arrested. Right now, they are in Kirikiri. The 5 people have been arrested. They are in Kirikiri station, Kirikiri prison. Under most likely going to be terrorism and treason act. And this is But the people who are supporting Onitiri, they don't understand what they're doing. And please, I want to take this opportunity. Please, I urge my Yoruba youths, do not listen to somebody telling you to go and take over any station or any part of Nigeria and say that you declare it Yoruba Nation. That is not how you will get Yoruba Nation. Please, do not let anybody from abroad tell you, we will pay you some money, we'll give you some t-shirts, we'll give you some whatever, and then you go over and take over and you can declare Yoruba Nation yourself. That is not how you get a nation made. You do it via a democratic process, a referendum. That is how we do it. Please, those of you watching, go ahead, subscribe to Citizen AY on YouTube, hit notification button. I think I found out how we're going to do this from here on. I hope that works for, in a way, but it's going to check. Oh, sorry, I'm going to do this quickly. It's not that one. Okay. So 1 second, please. I will just get this done because I don't want this thing to die on me all of a sudden. So, yes. Okay. So now, we really urgently need you all to wake up. This message is not a joke. When you get it, please, as you're watching, subscribe to Citizen AY on YouTube, hit notification button, give us a thumbs up. Those of you on YouTube, do beg your pardon. I'm just going to try and check one or two things. I'm just trying to do this as I speak. So I'm trying to get the battery charged because the battery is about to die and I don't want it to die while I'm speaking to you. Please, I urge you all, reject anybody that tells you to go and take over any place. No, your action should be focused on awareness within your community about your rights using the current existing powers that we have within the Constitution to now go for self-determination, to demand for referendum to be inserted within this current Constitution. That is the only way we can achieve. That's the only way we can achieve Yoruba Nation. Anybody telling you anything else is a lie. We cannot. The declaration of Yoruba Nation would not mean that Yoruba Nation. Anybody making a unilateral declaration without getting the mandate of the people, there's a lie. Please wake up. I urge you all. This is not a joke. This is something that we want. We need you all to please help us urgently and share this message. So when you get this, the link. Those of you that might be watching this later on Facebook, please, we need you to share the broadcast. Go on to Citizen AY on YouTube. Click the link that is pinned on here. Join the YouTube and we will talk about everything that's going on. We need to talk more about the steps we can take. We are talking about the steps we can take to achieve Yoruba Nation within Nigeria. We possibly have to consider looking at the political area and getting involved in a political level, such as the Scottish National Party did. It took the Scottish National Party over 70 years before they got a seat in the House. It took them 70 to 80 years. And then eventually they ran the whole thing since 80s until now. Okay? So we must not allow anybody to tell us lies. I urge us all, please. This is so urgent. And we need people with clear mind thinking to be part of the process. For somebody making a pronouncement without consultation of the general people via a mandate that is evident, that is accepted by both sides, this is wrong. This is so wrong. This is so wrong. And I'm unfortunately, our people are being led by lies. Where some of our people are believing these lies. And I don't want us to believe the lies. We mustn't believe the lies. Please, when you do come in, we appreciate you. We urge you to give us thumbs up, like the page, give us a thumbs up on YouTube. Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. We are only here to speak truth to power. Please, the youth, we urge you, do not be tricked by those who are abroad telling you to go and take your land by force, go and take the station. That is very wrong. That is not how you take it. Tell them to come and lead it from the front if that's what they want to do. But you shouldn't be involved. The only thing that I urge our youth to do now is to begin to use to take part in our governance. Let me read to you something. Those of you watching me now, let me read to you something. Those of you watching me now, I want you to listen to this. We need to use section 14.2a. and I will show those who are on there. You'll hear her voice, but I'm going to switch this thing to know your rights, because this is dangerous what is going on. I'm horrified by what I'm seeing. I am horrified. I can't sleep, literally. And this is so wrong. And it is a danger to everything that we've worked for. This can take us back years. And like my brother said there, the words he said, my brother Oji said something that we need to really be aware of. That he said that that's what they did to IPOB. They used the politicians to use some of us to actually allow us to be proscribed, and that's a danger. That is a real danger there. He said here, my brother Oji said, I'm not a Yoruba person, and I can assure you that those people they are showing have never agitated for their freedom before, or even part of it. They just want to use it to fake ones to make you use your mouth to condemn the real ones. Thank you very much. Yes, so you see, these are statements that we need to really hold dear. And now he said the elder that is supporting them might have collected money from federal government and arranged some of the youth for that. This is exactly what they are doing to IPOB in the East, and are using their name to rob bank. Exactly. These are the things we're talking about. You're watching Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power, and we're urging you to please desist from supporting this illegal act. She's talking about this. I mean, I want to almost stop it talking, but I'm trying to show you that's not the means by which we're going to go. Let me pause that for a minute. I'm going to pause her for a minute, but I want to talk to you all. And those of you who are on Facebook, you need to join us on YouTube to see what I'm saying. I'm going to read to you the 1999 section of the 1999 Constitution that we can use to hold our governors to account, and indeed to push for self-determination via referendum. And there's the line that I want you. There's two sections, 14.2a, 14.2c. 14.2a. Sovereignty belongs to the people of Nigeria, from whom the government, through this constitution, derives all its powers and authority. So that means that every local government community, local government area, is a sovereign. And collectively as citizens, you can exercise that sovereign. Whatever you say as a sovereign is what will go. But you need to exercise that collectively. Let me read that again. Sovereignty belongs to the people of Nigeria, from whom the government, through this constitution, derives all its powers and authority. So you have a power. We need to explain that to our people in our local languages and encourage them to begin to use it. So number two, the participation by the people in the government shall be in accordance with the provisions of this constitution. Those are the two powers that we need. We need those two powers to start teaching our people to use that to hold all our elected officials to account. With those two powers, you can hold your local government chairman, your councillor, your state house of assembly member, your house of reps, your senator, your governor. You can hold them to account because they are serving you. Remember, sovereignty belongs to the people of Nigeria, from whom the government, through the constitution derives all its powers and authority. So that is what we need to be teaching to our youth, to not let them know that they have the power to take this over, to take back control and begin to hold these criminals to account. Now, there's a monthly allocation that goes to each and every all 774 local government area. Would you believe that in one local government area alone, in Alimosho, in December, they were paid 1 trillion naira? And yet the roads are bad in Alimosho. There's no water, there's no light, there's no safety, no security. But if the citizens can in the local area begin to question your local government chairman, your councillor about the monthly allocation, that 1 trillion, they need to explain to you where that money has gone. And once they bring the money in, you, the citizens, need to come together and begin to demand that you want that 1 trillion to be used to fix your roads, your water, your light, your schools, your bridges. That is what we need to be teaching right now, because our people do not know how to participate in the governance, and that is what is lacking. We should be teaching about participation in the governance to prepare them for when we now get the referendum inserted into the constitution, and they will have to do it. That is the process we need, not going and take over any radio station. This is wrong. This is unjust. So this is what I'm showing. For those of you who are on Citizen AY on Facebook, you will not be able to see what I'm just showing, what I've just showed the others, which I've read. By the way, I want you to know those section 14.2a and 14.2c. Know it off-head. And I'm going to read to you off-head. Off-head. Listen, I'm putting my hands over my eyes to show you that I'm not joking. I've learned this. Here we go. You see? Section 14.2a. Sovereignty belongs to the people of Nigeria, from whom the government, through this constitution, derives all its powers and authority. Section 14.2a. Section 14.2c. The participation by the people in the government shall be in accordance with the provisions of this constitution. You see, I've read those two things off head. You need to learn that. We need to teach our people, and also critically in our local language. I've already translated that to Yoruba. That is what we need. We need our people to be empowered with the knowledge to hold those they elect office to account now within this current system. The plan is, once we now encourage them to do that, they can now themselves vote, demand for a referendum to be inserted into the current constitution. Now, once we have the clause for referendum, we can now collectively campaign that our people vote overwhelmingly to support the referendum and self-determination in each of the regions. Yoruba can do the same. Biafrans can do the same. That is the only way. You can only achieve self-determination and Yoruba Nation through democratic and democratic means, i.e. referendum. That is the only way. Please, as you're watching this, you're watching Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. I will urge you, subscribe to Citizen AY on YouTube. And those of you on Facebook, the reason I cannot show that is because Facebook is really playing with the numbers. So we need to grow our the platform on YouTube. Please subscribe, and also I'll endeavor to share this broadcast again on TikTok. See how that goes when I do a live broadcast. But right now, of course, obviously, I'm on YouTube and on Facebook, as you see via the iPad. Now, I am going to say this now. I'm probably going to be wrapping up in the next few minutes because I need to go and get some rest. I'm going to get up early again tomorrow morning. So what I really want us to understand, that what they are doing, what Onidis are doing, is so dangerous. And the spokesperson and all that, encouraging you to go and take over, that is a criminal act. It goes against the constitution of the land that we call Nigeria. Because whether we like it or not, we need to be very, very clear of one thing. We are still in Nigeria. Until the day we announce that we are successfully decoupled from Nigeria via a referendum, we are still in Nigeria. So the rules we have to follow the rules and regulations of Nigeria. Yoruba Nation is not a reality just yet. In our mind, we want Yoruba Nation, but in the reality, it has not come into existence yet. So we are going to be working towards that in the medium to long term. But we must not break the laws of the nation we call Nigeria, even though we know it's oppressing us. That is what I am saying. We must not break those laws. So please, those of you advocating, listening to the likes of Mamonitiri and others, please have a think. This is a very dangerous thing that is doing. Let me read to you what my brother said again on the broadcast, and I want you to really hold that there. Thank you very much, my brother Cosmos Oji. The elder that is supporting them might have collected money from the federal government and arranged some of the youths for that. That is exactly what they are doing to IPOB in the East, even using their name to rob bank. So this is what is to come. If we do not call this out now, what next are they going to do? Are they going to go and rob a bank? Are they going to go and do something? Will they do more? Because they're saying under the guise of we're going for Yoruba Nation and we have the right to do so. There is no mandate. And what do I mean by mandate? There is no accepted referendum where the federal government and those who are advocating for self-determination agree that this referendum reflects the true feelings of the people, having been organized in a safe, stable manner within the nation. Please, 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 those of you watching this, when you get this broadcast, share. Please, those of you listening to Mama Nurtiri, Madam Nurtiri, listen to them. This is dangerous. We need to desist from carrying out an illegal act. This is very wrong. I understand the sentiment. Yes, we are agreed. We want to go for Yoruba Nation. We want to be free. But we have to do it via democratic means only. We cannot advocate nor support nor encourage violent means or treason to actualize Yoruba Nation. Because if we do that, then we are resulting to what the military did. We're no better than the military by doing that. So I reject it. And please, those of you watching, please subscribe to Citizen AY on YouTube. Hit notification button. When you get to watch this video on Facebook, go to Citizen AY on Facebook and YouTube. On YouTube, click subscription. Hit like, give us thumbs up, leave a comment, because this is such a dangerous time that we're in now. We're in really dangerous times, and no doubt we'll be having more discussions. But I encourage your support. I encourage you to please go and subscribe to Citizen AY on YouTube right now. Please, we need this to reach more and more people. And we thank those of you who are watching us there. We need to really continue to wake our people up. My brother, I said, my ambassador Nero, he said, what's going on? And I've explained before that there's some people who call themselves Yoruba Nation, Odua Nation, who've now made a unilateral announcement that they've got Yoruba Nation by hijacking a radio station. 5 of them have been arrested. Let me give you the names of these people that have been arrested. So the names of those arrested are, let me read you the names, so that you know that this is not a joke. What they're doing here is dangerous. They're saying here, Noah, they include Noah Toyebi, Wenga Dereke, Abdul Ganiyu Mustafa Kolawole, Bashiru Kende, Fajola Elijah. So we do not support what they've done here. Those are the 5 people that have been arrested, and I no doubt the people who are telling them to go out and support and take their nation and take the station over. Now they are going to leave them alone. We understand those 5 are in Kirikiri right now, and they are getting very harsh treatment. So please, a tale for our youth. Don't allow anybody to tell you that you can get Yoruba Nation by simply going and taking the nation, taking a train station or whatever else, and you've got Yoruba Nation. No, you haven't. No, it has to be something that's agreed with everybody via a referendum. Please, please, please. This is so important, and we will not relent. That he's still talking away and just rant. I'm sorry, this is little more than a rant. We need a more educated approach to be able to achieve Yoruba Nation. We have to have an enlightened approach that sticks to the rule of law, that abides with the rule of law, and works and proceeds to Yoruba Nation via democratic means. Taking over military style is very, very wrong. And this is dangerous. This is a very dangerous moment. We believe firmly, like my brother said, that some of the people who are advocating for Yoruba Nation using this military means are trying to actually destroy the name of Yoruba Nation movement as a whole, and then make it an opportunity for the government to proscribe us all collectively. And we must reject that. We're saying aloud, no, we reject it, and we do not support this. Those of you who are listening to Mama Onitiri and others, please have a think. What they've done is wrong. It is treason what they've done. It is treason what they've done. It is treason what they've done. If you do want to call in and you want to make a comment about this, call us on +44 739 580 606. Call us on +44 739 580 606. I'm probably going to be going and wrapping this up, but please, this is so wrong, and it is quite a concern that this is even allowed to even be a thing, and it is really sad that these people who have done this are getting away with this more and more. Channel the condition of leaders who is supporting the act. Tell them these people are not part of the struggle. Anyone can wear a t-shirt. Thank you. That's exactly what I'm saying. Yeah. Tell them anyone can wear the t-shirt. Tell them that those people are not part of the struggle. Anyone can wear the t-shirt, act anything, bear Yoruba names, doesn't mean that they are part of the struggle. Thank you so very much, my brother. Again, please, I am so grateful for your comment, and I'm so glad you're on here. Cosmos Oji. Please don't forget, subscribe to Citizen A1 on YouTube. They are trying to rip apart the movement because they know we're a powerful movement. We are organic, and they are intent on destroying it so that we don't have a discussion. They're not only happy with silences on us now, they want to completely destroy the movement. We mustn't allow this to happen. So those of you who are supporting this illegal act, please have a think. Walk away from it. Do not allow your children to be joining this Odua Nation and going to take over things on a Nigerian soil, because whether you like it or not, Our goal is Yoruba Nation, but we are currently on Nigerian soil. Let me say that again slowly. Our goal is Yoruba Nation, but we are currently on Nigerian soil. And as such, we must respect their laws. We may not like it, but until we get a referendum where we overwhelmingly vote to go for Yoruba Nation, we must abide by the rule of law, even though we don't accept it, even though we know it's flawed. We simply use the powers that are within those rule of law, i.e. Section 14.2a. Sovereignty belongs to the people of Nigeria, from whom the government, through this constitution, derives all its powers and authority. The participation by the people in their government shall be in accordance with the provisions of this constitution. These are things that we need to teach our people. I'm encouraging you all. As Cosmos OG, you are such, honestly, it's so timely. I cannot thank you enough for joining us. Don't forget, go ahead, click on the subscription link, subscribe to Citizen A, my brother, and others as well. And I'd like to have you on the show somehow, and we can talk about this live. If you want to call in, my brother, you can call in on +44 799 580 606. I wonder if it's pinned on there. Let me see if I've pinned it on there so you can see it. I don't know if you can pin it. No, I haven't. Yeah, if you look on what I've pinned above, it's got my phone number on it. If you want to call in on +44 739 580 606, I'd like people to hear from you as well. Or you can join us on YouTube to hear exactly what you mean and how they have almost ripped apart IPOB by the same thing that we're saying now. And that has been the danger. That is the danger we face. That we will use this people who are carrying out illegal acts to divide the movement. So if you do want to call in, my brother, I really will appreciate that. +44 7399 580 606. I'll give it a few minutes if you can, my brother. If you can hear me and you want to call in, I'd like to hear from you, because that would be something that is very important for our people to understand, that there is an attempt. This is not just a unilateral attempt. I firmly believe that what they're doing now is a way to destroy the Yoruba Nation movement totally, and we need to reject it. So, my brother who spoke, Cosmos OG, says, I'm not a Yoruba person. I can assure you that those people are showing, they are showing, have never agitated for the freedom before, even part of it. They just want to use it to use the fake ones to make you use your mouth to condemn the real ones. Exactly. This is divide and rule tactic. This is what an invaluable statement being made by my brother Cosmos here. It's really, really important. So please, I urge you, as you're watching this, we need to reject any attempt to use a criminal, illegal means to achieve Yoruba Nation. Yoruba Nation will be achieved via democratic means alone, nothing else. No ifs, no buts. It will not do. Because the minute you introduce the idea of the military using force to take it over, then you are not speaking for the people. You are ruling over the people. You are telling them what you want, and you're not hearing the voice of the people. And that's not where we're going. So please, 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 those of you watching, when you watch this later, help us share the broadcast. Help us reach more people. This is of immense importance. Don't forget to get a fuller picture of what I've just been saying. Please go ahead and subscribe to Citizen AY on YouTube. That way you can get a clearer picture. Because as we speak, there are attempts to ensure that the Yoruba Nation is seen and viewed as a terrorist organization. The actions of those who hijacked the nation, the station, it's a terrorist act against a sovereign state. And that is not, no ifs, no buts. There is no defense you can put forward so far. Once you do that, you've broken the law of the land. You may want Yoruba Nation, but Yoruba Nation is currently not in existence. And you must not break the rule of law within a nation, even though you are against it. You have to find a way via democratic means to convince your people to get up themselves collectively and go and ensure that we insert within our flawed constitution now a referendum. That is the route to go. Please, I urge you all, please do not ignore this message. It is very, very important. Whatever else they're saying about Majemu this or Majemu that, it's all a lie. It's not something we want to. We shouldn't even. It's all lies. We need to ignore it. We need to get on with the things we need to do and focus on achieving Yoruba Nation via peaceful means. democratic means is the only way in which we can achieve this, and the referendum is a strong, essential part of it. So the lady is speaking. I'm going to piece it now. I'm going to pause it because it is very painful. She's making pronouncements. She's making pronouncement that has no basis. Everything she's saying is she's talking from an emotional point of view. When we're trying to achieve Yoruba Nation, you need to do this devoid of emotion, focusing on the task ahead, ensuring that you comply with the rule of law, ensuring that you engage in this process purely on democratic means. That is what we need to do. But when somebody's talking with the emotion and talking and just talking away and just talking and just saying, there's no way in which anything that she's saying there can take shape or form or effect, because it's based on pure emotion. It's not based on planned and engagement and discussion and mutually agreeing about the current situation. There is nowhere where you can say that she's spoken to Yoruba, to the Nigerian government to be able to hear what they're saying. And if she did, she would not be having this kind of thing. And very much, there's a real concern that she's being used as a way to divide this struggle. So we've been at this now for over 3 years, and we do not want someone to just come and just destroy the work that many people have invested in. It's not about your money. Please, I want to say something again. Like I said, in one local government area, Alimusha local government, they receive 1 trillion naira. The roads are bad, the schools are bad, the hospitals, everything else is bad, all of it. But if we begin to participate in our governance as maintained under Section 14.2c, we can begin to hold people to account. So, ladies and gentlemen, I think I'm going to put a stop to it here. Thank you so very much. I just needed to come out now and talk about this. And those of you on Facebook, as ever, please, we need to migrate. There's over 110,000 followers on Facebook. I kid you not. If you can, when you share this broadcast with people and tell them that we're migrating to Facebook, they can join us. The more of you that can join us on there, the better. We need to grow the YouTube platform and, of course, TikTok. But help us reach as many people as possible. So I'm urging you, as you're watching this, you're watching Season A, the platform where we speak to the power. Help us reach more people. Help us grow the platform. And leave a comment. I please urge you, leave 1 or 2 comments on YouTube, and I will endeavor to reply each and every comment. I promise you that. So please, it is really important. Help us reach more people. Here we're talking about issues that impact the lives of our people and taking the steps in the right manner. Doing anything other than using peaceful democratic means is wrong. We do not support nor condone the actions of those that went and took over a radio station illegally and declaring Odua Nation. They have nothing to do with Yoruba Nation, a peaceful rally. They have nothing to do with that. We reject them, and please let us continue to make that message cut through. Those of you supporting this Odua Nation and thinking that you are justified, there is no justification for what you're doing whatsoever, because you are currently on a land known as Nigeria, and if you break their laws, it is breaking the law. Yoruba Nation is not in existence as of yet. Please. My phone, let me just see. My phone is playing about on me. Let me see if I can do something quickly. I know somebody's trying to call me now. Sorry about that. I just realized that now. 1 second, please. I'm going to try something quickly here. Beg your pardon. My brother's been trying to call me. I'm going to try and remove some videos, because you know what it's like with these phones. It gets really full up very quickly, and they make things very difficult to do. So let me just quickly do this quickly. I don't really want to do anything else. I'm just trying to show this is so dangerous. So let me see if my brother will call me on WhatsApp again, because this is wrong. This is so wrong. I'm really quite sad that this is So my brother, let me see if you're still there. Did you call? I don't know if you've been trying to call in, but I'm just trying to 1 second, please. Let me just do this. Select. Okay. So let me see. I'm trying to see, because the WhatsApp is just locked out, and sometimes you have to let it do what it needs to do. So I may have to do it tomorrow. Sorry about that. So I'm gonna try again. So it's my I know what it is. It's the WhatsApp. But please, those of you watching, Subscribe to Citizen AY on YouTube. Hit notification button. Give us a thumbs up. Mama Onitiri and others who are supporting them, we do not support their action because it is not based on a democratic process, or it's not backed by the mandate of the people in terms of a vote where that is a referendum that is recognized by both the Nigerian government and the people equally. That is what you're wanting. Having a one-sided referendum does not mean that you will get something at all. It's just an exercise. But what we need to do is, in the situation that we're in, we have to engage in a much better way. Using violent force is not the way to do it. I cannot support that at all. I reject it totally, and I'm making my point, making it very, very clear from the outset that we must not support that. We need to reject it. This is so dangerous what's been happening now. Like I said, I'm finding it difficult to sleep because it's a real concern that this has been allowed to even happen, and that somebody can hide it. This is an attempt to hijack a whole movement using violent means, and we do not support that in any way, shape, or form. We reject it. It's not about being angry, but this could potentially damage the movement and take us back for years on end for something that doesn't need to be even be part of what we're discussing at all. So I'm trying to really talk about that from that point of view. Like I said, what has been done now is so unjust, is so very wrong, and I'm hoping that many people will see that. And we need you to be thinking for yourself. Don't follow, don't be a herd and just follow without using engaging your faculty. You need to engage your faculty. You need to think clearly for yourself. Do not allow these people to manipulate you into a situation whereby you take steps that is criminal, and then think that you're justified in doing it. It is not right. No way. We cannot support this at all. We cannot. So before I go, I want to thank you all for watching. You've been watching Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. Please, we urge you, do not support this. Have a think. Do not be develop a herd mentality and just go and follow this without engaging your thinking faculty. We need you to engage your thinking faculty, because what they've been doing now is very, very wrong. You've been watching Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. Don't forget to subscribe to Citizen AY on YouTube. Hit notification button, and of course give us a thumbs up. We're going to wrap this up here now. Those of you on Facebook, I want to thank you so very much. My brothers, Simon Oji, Cosmos Oji, thank you so much for what you said, and we'd love to have you back again on Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. And indeed, we'd like you to bring you on air. I'm going to try and find a way to reach out to you and actually see if we can, find a way to, follow you. So let me just give my number. Please add. Yeah. Let me just put this. Please add. I'm putting you, on here so you will see it. So on WhatsApp. So because this is the message that you send there is very important, and it's what people need to know. WhatsApp. So here we go. So hopefully we'll put it on here. I might not answer immediately, but please. So we're gonna do that now. So like I said, there are ways in which you can do things. Using violent means is not one of them. It's going to be only by peaceful democratic means, and that is the only thing we must advocate for. So please, we urge you, don't allow this to distract you and end up, So please, we'd like to hear from you, Cosmos Orgy, and hopefully we can, the phone is a bit off now. I think I'm tired, so we'll wrap it up. But we will come back again. We're going to talk about this again. We have to make sure that we wake up as many people as possible, because this is wrong. This is so wrong. And like I said, I'm horrified. I couldn't sleep. That's why I've come on here to try and talk about this. Cosmos OG, I thank you very much for your salient comment about what they've done to IPOP. We need to be very aware of that. And I'll be talking about that again tomorrow. So be looking at some point. So you'll be looking at to see me come on live. Thank you so much for joining us. You're watching Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. Those of you on Facebook, thank you. We're going to be wrapping that up now. Be back tomorrow. Please do share this podcast. Don't forget, hit subscription, give us a thumbs up on all of this, and leave a comment on YouTube. Facebook is really not a platform that is stable and doing things we need. We're going to move on to YouTube. Help us grow YouTube. We are almost 2,500 subscribers on YouTube on Citizen AY. Please help us grow that platform to reach 3,000, and then beyond. So we appreciate you. Thank you so very much. We'll be back later on. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification button, give us a thumbs up, all on YouTube, Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. I'll be back later on. Thank you, and bye for now. Bye for now. Bye for now. Okay, so those of you who are on Facebook, YouTube, thank you so very much for joining us. Don't forget, if you have friends who are on Facebook, tell them to come and join us on YouTube. If you have friends on YouTube, share this to them, let them to join us. We need to grow the platform. We're almost 2,500 followers. Help us grow more. We need more subscribers so this information can reach more people. We need to stop our youth from being misled and joining an illegal act of invading a radio station. It's very, very wrong. We can only achieve Yoruba Nation via peaceful means. So you've been watching Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. Thank you for watching. You're watching Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. I'll be back later on. Thank you and good night. Good night. Good night. Back later on. Again, the struggle continues. We're going for Yoruba Nation, but it's not via violent means. It is only via peaceful democratic means, i.e.